Naomi Osaka withdraws from the Australian Open due to an unexplained injury. Melbourne. Australian Naomi Osaka's fashionable and contentious campaign came to an end as she withdrew from the Australian Open prior to her scheduled third-round match against Australian qualifier Madison Inglis. Without disclosing her injury, the two-time Australian Open champion made the announcement on social media, writing on Instagram that she had to withdraw to address something my body needs attention for after my last match. Having to stop here breaks my heart because I was so excited to keep going, and this run meant the most to me, Osaka wrote on social media. But I can't take the chance of causing any more harm. Earlier this week, Osaka had a spectacular entrance to the tournament that went viral. She entered the court for her first-round match wearing a wide-brimmed hat, a veil, and a white parasol, which she said her apparel sponsor, Nike, allowed her to design. At Margaret Court Arena, Osaka defeated Serena Sirsti 6-3, 4-6, 6-2 in the second round, which ended bitterly. Sirsti gave Osaka a fleeting glance before averting her gaze as the two barely shook hands over the net. "What was that for?" Osaka inquired as they approached the umpire's chair. Upset over Osaka's attempts to boost herself throughout the match, Sirsti addressed the two-time Australian Open winner personally. Osaka stated, "It seems like she was upset about a lot of come-ons. But whatever. I apologize for her anger. I believe this was her final Australian Open." Naomi Osaka's withdrawal from the Australian Open is best understood not as a setback, but as a moment of recalibration. The injury itself remains unclear, but the decision behind it is clear. Protecting long-term health now takes priority over short-term momentum. That alone signals growth. This tournament showed flashes of the player Osaka is working to become again. She competed with intensity, expressed herself freely, handled on-court tension head-on, and reminded everyone why Melbourne has always been a meaningful stage for her. The frustration of stopping early only reinforces how invested she was in this run. Osaka's career is no longer about proving legitimacy or silencing critics. That chapter is closed. What comes next is about sustainability, balance, and choosing the moments that matter most. If this withdrawal allows her to return stronger, both physically and mentally, it may ultimately serve as a necessary pause rather than a lost opportunity. In the larger picture, this exit does not diminish her legacy. It underscores that her journey, like her game, is still evolving. And for a player who has already reshaped modern tennis in more ways than one, that evolution may yet lead to another meaningful peak.